African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 24th of November, 2023. In the period from 18 to November 24th, 2023, the armed forces of the Russian Federation inflicted 31 group strikes with high-precision weapons and unmanned aerial vehicles on the military airfield infrastructure, arsenals, storage sites for artillery ammunition, weapons, and military hardware, as well as enemy POL bases. In addition, temporary deployment sites of Ukrainian troops, Azov nationalists, and Foreign Legion were defeated. All the assigned targets have been engaged. In Kupiansk direction, units the Zapad group of forces have improved the situation along the front line in several sectors and repelled 13 armed forces of Ukraine attacks. Airstrikes and artillery fire inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of armed forces of Ukraine 10th Mountain Assault Brigade, 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade, 14th, 43rd, 53rd, and 67th Mechanized Brigades near Simkivka, Ivanovka, Zagorykivka, Kislavka, and Kupiansk, Kharkov region. The enemy losses were more than 305 Ukrainian troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 16 motor vehicles, and 7 field artillery guns. In Krasny Lyman direction, units of the Center Group of Forces supported by aviation, artillery, and heavy flamethrower systems repelled 10 attacks launched by assault detachments of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 5th National Guard Brigade, 12th Special Operations Brigade, 24th, 47th, and 67th Mechanized Brigades. In addition, strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 31st National Guard Brigade, 117th and 125th Territorial Defense Brigades close to Torskoy, Krasny Lyman, Serebryanka, and Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses totaled over 740 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 6 armored fighting vehicles, 15 motor vehicles, and 3 field artillery guns. In Donetsk direction, units of the U group of forces repelled 22 enemy attacks and inflicted losses on armed forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware near Maryanka, Kurdiamovka, Vasyokivka, Artyomovsk, Andriivka, and Kleshchievka, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses were more than 1,680 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 4 tanks, 10 armored fighting vehicles, 18 motor vehicles, and 14 field artillery guns. In South Donetsk direction, units of the Vostok group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions, as well as repelled 2 enemy attacks. Airstrikes and artillery fire inflicted losses on units of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade, 72nd Mechanized Brigade, 79th Assault Brigade, as well as 127th and 128th Territorial Defense Brigades close to Novomykolovka, Staromerskoy, Nikolskoy, Shevchenko, Novodonetskoy, and Konstantinovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The armed forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 625 Ukrainian troops, 7 armored fighting vehicles, 16 motor vehicles, as well as 13 field artillery guns. In Zaporizhzhia direction, units of the Russian group of forces engaged in intensive defense, during which repelled 11 attacks of the armed forces of Ukraine units near Rabatino and Verbovoy, Zaporizhzhia region. Moreover, the Russian armed forces inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of armed forces of Ukraine's 71st Jaeger Brigade, 82nd Assault Brigade, 33rd, 65th, and 118th Mechanized Brigades near Malayatok-Machka, Uspanovka, and Novoandrievka, Zaporizhzhia region. The enemy losses totaled over 435 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 3 tanks, 21 armored fighting vehicles, 22 motor vehicles, and 4 field artillery pieces. In Kherson direction, the enemy units made unsuccessful attempts to land infantry groups on islands and the left bank of the Dnieper. As a result of preventive actions by the Russian forces and artillery fire assaults, the armed forces of Ukraine have lost up to 405 Ukrainian troops, 11 field artillery guns, 12 boats, and 26 motor vehicles. In addition, units of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 32nd and 57th Mechanized Brigades have been hit near Tyazhenka, Tokarevka, and Satovoy, Kherson region. In addition, 39 Ukrainian servicemen have surrendered in this direction during the week. Operational tactical and missile troops of the Russian groups of forces destroyed one radar of Ukrainian S-300 air defense system and two U.S.-made counter-battery radar stations AN/TPQ-50. The Black Sea Fleet's naval aircraft destroyed 12 armed forces of Ukraine uncrewed surface vehicles in the Black Sea waters heading towards the Crimean Peninsula. Air defense units shot down one MiG-29 aircraft and one Mi-8 helicopter of the Ukrainian Air Force. Air defense units shot down 15 MRs and Alka MLRS projectiles, two Neptune anti-ship missiles, and 176 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, 537 airplanes and 255 helicopters, 9,165 unmanned aerial vehicles, 442 air defense missile systems, 13,586 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,185 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 7,166 field artillery guns and mortars, as well as 15,572 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.